All right, Ziggy says, I think it's certain to say now that Faygo will never be bigger or bigger than as big as Yeet. Like, what the fuck is what the fuck is Faygo even doing, bro? Look, I've been seeing a trend on Twitter. Now it's going on the Faygo subreddit too. They're low-key in shambles. All the fans are like, what the fuck is going on? Because he waited so long. I think we even discussed it a few days ago. It's like, I want to talk about shit he's doing or like the music he's dropping, but like there's just no conversation around him because he's not doing anything. He's just waiting so long. But like, I got slaughtered. Y'all remember this? I believe it's like 6 months ago, like March or something. I remember I just moved to Boston and I said like, yo, he's waiting too long. And then even Faygo came at me, remember? And now why is it all of a sudden like, acceptable to say such things? Like, look at this. It's basically just common knowledge now. So Faygo really fumbled a 3-1 lead against Yeet. Yeah, Faygo was literally supposed to be the like golden child of this generation, and then he just dropped the ball. And then he says Faygo is talented and I want to see him do well, but whoever is in charge of his career now has wasted all the momentum he had in 2019, 2020. 2 years later, and Talk alone outstreamed his entire EP from a few months ago. That is crazy, bro. Yeah, the fact that Yeet can just like outstream his whole entire EP in literally a week. Oh my God. Or like 2 weeks. It just goes to show, like, obviously you can go the Cardi route of being rare and whatnot, but I feel like not many people can actually pull that off. Like, you gotta be, not only do you have to have good music, but like you just have to be the chosen one. Hashtag Illuminati. Like, who else is like that? Like Kanye maybe? But I feel like even, yeah, Kanye, Frank Ocean, like it's once in a generation or twice or whatever in each genre. Like there's not many people, even if you're like the best artist in the world, you just have to have like that swag or like that persona online. So you just can't play the rules of the exception. You have to play the game of like what's universally true in the internet now, which is you have to always be in the sight of, you know, online. Of course, take your breaks and like perfect your art, but like the reason that Yeet is up is because he didn't take any breaks. He just kept dropping and dropping and dropping, like Life and not Life, sorry, Alive, and it was like Up to Me, and then Two Alive, then Geek Pack, then now Life. It's crazy. You just can't stop. The consistency. I mean, I even owed my growth online to just being super consistent of like always showing up. It doesn't always I mean, we've talked about it, you know, Two Alive, Life isn't necessarily as good as Up to Me, but just the fact that, you know, he can give a couple songs every single project that are fire, like that's all you really need as an artist. And then the fillers or like the songs that maybe don't hit as hard, like the true fans will still fuck with. And Yeet is good enough where like even the worst songs on the project, worst, are still pretty good. So like just let the art free, and you won't even know if it's good until the fans tell you. I feel like artists get too much in their head to the point where like music's so subjective. You don't know if people like it until you release it. But like they want to make it perfect and it's everything. I'm like, no, dude, just fucking show us the progress. Even if you just drop it on SoundCloud. Faygo is honestly super talented, and it's a shame he's getting delayed so much. It's weird. People are gonna forget about him sooner or later. I mean, that's what I'm saying. People are already like low-key forgetting about him. And I don't know if it's Travis Scott or so. Here people are saying should have never signed to Cactus Jack. They're probably more concerned about the merch they want to sell under his name than the music itself. I mean, okay, so people remember the rumors were like Travis Scott had the whole Astro Fest situation where people passed away, and you know that was a media nightmare. So like any artist underneath him, I don't think Don Toliver's dropped an album since then, has he? Has any Cactus Jack member dropped an album since that festival? Because maybe they're just like trying to get Travis Scott back on top because he is the leader, make sure that he's cool in the eyes of the public, so then he can continue like blessing all of the artists underneath him with features so that it gives the biggest impact possible. That's what the problem is with signing to an artist. You're not necessarily the forefront of your own brand anymore. You are quite literally the baby Jack. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I'm not trying to be any baby of anything. I'm just trying to be fucking me. Now you can draw comparisons, but like, I think you should just make sure your career is solidified on your own and not necessarily depend on a big feature. If Faygo was just kept dropping music, not minding if he was gonna get Travis Scott feature or not, I think he'd be chilling right now. And yeah, people said, or there were rumors that Central C was signing to Cactus Jack. He said cactus in his freestyle on some like radio station, and then Travis Scott put like a cactus emoji. I feel like, okay, so Central C just got a music video with Lyrical Lemonade, right? You know how big the budgets are for Lyrical Lemonade? Like, somebody had to pay for that. Now, maybe, of course, Cole Bennett could just, front it because he is that big of a brand and he has influence like that. I mean, that song blew up, Doja. So maybe Central C is still independent, but I would think that he was signed prior. Maybe he was signed to Cactus Jack and that's how he got the budget, because remember, SoFaygo did get a Cactus or a Lyrical Lemonade music video as well. But yeah, just British dude out here doing his thing. But does Travis really have a cult fan base like Cardi though, or was it just all promo deals and festivals? I think Travis Scott did have a cult-like fan base, but then he went super mainstream, right? Like, he got the Nike deal, McDonald's, Fortnite. He still has a cult fan base, of course. Like, I still like Travis Scott a lot. Like, Burst in the Trap, Sing McKnight is still one of my most favorite albums to date. Just, I don't know, I was in college, just that shit hit. But yeah, I mean, Cardi fan base is like, if you were to think of like two circles, right? The outer circle is like your entire fan base. The smaller circle in it is like the cult. Cardi's cult is like almost the same size as his fan base, whereas Travis Scott's circle is fucking huge, and then his cult still might be like the same size as Cardi's cult, but like in the broader scope of things, it's a smaller percentage, if that makes any sense. But yeah, Cardi's fan base would die for him. I bet. Again, I tell you, if Cardi rolled up on you, he's like, yo, he likes to turn to you, yo, you trying to suck me off right now? I bet you like 8 out of 10 of the fans would just pull down his pants for him. No questions asked. And YoungBoy's fan base is big too. I also feel like it's just a separate side of the internet though, so I can't even talk on that. I don't know anything about the YoungBoy culture other than like YoungBoy better, YoungBoy. It's like, I just think it's stupid. His fan base is also much bigger than, like, he has a strong cult of course as well, but I feel like a lot of people just say YoungBoy better as a meme, but they don't even listen to his music. But he still does have a cult. Central C had 2 songs above 100 mil streams before Doja. He had a budget. Well, the only reason I say that, and I know Central C had like his own fan base, but when I was looking up the song Doja, I'll go to it right now. It looks like, and I'm not saying it is because a lot of artists do this. Ken Carson did this for a while, even though we knew he was Opium. It says that he releases independently or under his own label or self-distributed. Central C. Let's see, maybe another song, 23. This is distributed by him. So that's why I said, like, he got the budget, but a Lyrical Lemonade budget is like 100K. Like, I don't care how 100 million streams got a lot, but also I don't know, that doesn't necessarily mean you have 100K in the bank. I mean, a label could. No matter what, he's definitely doing his thing. I'm not trying to like shit on him or anything.